Chris Brown and Thad Brown with you, and pleased to be joined now by the Bills' newest tight end on the roster. It is free agent signee O.J. Howard joining us on the show. O.J., great to have you. Welcome to Buffalo. Congratulations on the deal. I want to start here, and, it's kind of an oversimplified question, but why Buffalo? Maybe just explain your decision-making.
Yeah, originally, in all honesty, Buffalo wasn't really a team who was on my list of teams because it just was over my head. I never really sat down, looked at it on paper. And then, my agent reached out and the team had mutual interest in myself. So they were looking to, bring in an extra tight end, to go a lot more to tight end sets, hopefully. And, I knew Dawson Knox was there and what type of player he was. And I only could imagine, what could happen with my talents and having Josh at the helm. So it just was a perfect situation once I looked at it on paper.
OJ, you talked about in the interview when you first joined the Bills about wanting to play with and for a team that has Super Bowl aspirations. And you're not the only guy that's mentioned that this year and even last year. You've already been on a team that's gone to the Super Bowl. So if you got Bills players who want to take that last step, get over that last hump, and they say to you, OJ, what does it take to win a championship? What would your answer be?
I the guys are so close. Like we've all seen in the last 2 years. So I think that the effort, the toughness there, and all those things, it may just be little details. There's always something so small that's always holding, a team back from greatness or achieving the ultimate goals. Who knows what that may be. This year will be a whole new identity as a team. So we're going to have to figure out what we're going to be. And once we do that and embrace it, I think we can get the job done.
Once you realized the Bills had mutual interest, did your mind immediately go back to that game back in Week 14? I mean, the Bills were down big, and, with your guys' success the last couple of years, you probably thought you had the thing in the bag. What impressed you the most about that second-half comeback effort with respect to the offense that you realized you were now going to be a part of?
Yeah, I remember plain as day. I was sitting there, and like you said, we were up big in that game, and all of a sudden, the Bills just started chipping away at that lead. Josh hit a pass to Dawson for a touchdown in the red zone, and they made some big plays from some other players. And then, Josh just showed a lot of resiliency and toughness, grit, and that's when I knew then these guys were for real. And I already knew Josh was a great player, but that was impressive because our defense was a really good defense that season.
OJ, you've had a pretty rough go of it injury-wise. A lot of the 2020 season lost to the Achilles injury. And you talked about that this past year you've kind of redone, the way you go about staying healthy, and especially when it comes to keeping your ankles healthy. Can you talk a little bit more about what you do and what you do that you think is better for you the last 12 months or so?
Absolutely. Just knowing the history of my ankle injuries, and that's what it's always been, the injuries that I had. So, we attacked that injury from the ground up. We started with the ankles, the knees, worked the way up to the body because the body works in unison. But just to attack the ankle, just do a lot of single leg, kind of put it, off and make it do work on its own. And as I started to do that, I noticed the strength in both of those ankles started to come stronger. And so just continue to do that every day and keep increasing the strength in both ankles.
And then, OJ, I did hear your comments in your press conference after you signed, and you referenced Buffalo's training facility, the sports science department that exists here. And we had Brandon Beane in studio earlier this week, and he kind of said, oh, yeah, like his agent had mentioned that OJ had found a video clip on YouTube about the Bills facility and that it had intrigued you. And this is a club that's big on extending players' careers and keeping guys healthy. They've been one of the healthiest teams in the league the last 3 years running. Brandon Beane, though, sent you another extended video to show you even more, right? He said, oh, you like that video? I got more for him. Take a look at this. So in getting a bird's eye view of all that they do here to promote player health, prehab instead of just rehab, what is it about the program here that really attracted you and said, you know what, I can be the best version of myself here?
Yeah, my agent, he just kept telling me like, hey, I heard these guys have like some great recovery stuff, and the facilities are pretty top notch. So I just went to YouTube. I was like, let me look it up, and I saw it in my eyes. I was like, wow, it was the cryo chamber, the full-time massage therapist coming in, the yoga teacher on Mondays, all those different things that were offered at the facility that usually you have to go offer and get yourself.
Right.
So that lets me know now this organization believes in the players. They're putting you in a position to be successful. You just have to take advantage of it. And what else more could you ask for from an organization? And that got my attention right there.
OJ, you were a first-round pick of the Bucs back in 2017. Came into this league with fairly high expectations, and for a variety of reasons, I'm sure it probably hasn't worked out exactly the way you want to. I know, obviously, the main goal coming to Buffalo, and really no matter where you went to, would be to win and win Super Bowls. But for you as an individual, this is a big season for your career. What do you want to accomplish? What kind of player do you want to be this year on your own here in Buffalo?
Yeah, I just want to come in and be the playmaker that I know I can be. When I'm healthy and I'm making plays, I can help this team win games. And that was my mindset for any team coming into free agency. I told them, I'm a playmaker, and here in Buffalo, they have guys already around that are playmakers, and add myself to the mix. It could be really, really fun and real special. So I just want to go out and put some of my talents on showcase and just have a good time while doing it.
Yeah, and as you can see on the screen, you've already got a touchdown in this stadium. So it's not like success is foreign to you on even this home field now. My question, though, is number 8. Give me the decision-making process there and why you're going single digit now.
Yeah, man. So, in college, I wore 88, obviously, Alabama.
Yep.
And then once I got to the NFL, 88 was taken in Tampa. So I went to number 80. It was available. Over the last few years, as we spoke on earlier, my career really hasn't been what I really hoped the most to be. Injuries been affecting me. So the number 8 just came from just taking away one of the 8s off the 88, taking away the 0 off the 80 and just dropping down to number 8. It's just a new, fresh start for me. And the number 8 means a lot when you look it up in the numerical terms. So a lot of that played a role for me. It's just a thing for me that I'm having for myself just to get a fresh start and start over new.
Yeah, it looks faster than 82. It looks faster than 82.
Yeah, absolutely, it does. So, it should be exciting, man. I'm so excited. It was cool to get that number when it was available. When Jeff, the equipment manager, told me about it, I was like, hey, let's do it, man. It's going to be pretty cool.
It looks good.
Yeah, I had 8 in high school, by the way. So you're already on a good track. 12 catches. I led my team high school senior year, man. So
wow.
Jimmy Good, hey, man, there it is. Hey, let me ask you quick, as the Rochester guy here in the group, we talked about this just before we came on the air here. It warmed my heart to hear you mention that you're looking forward to not only buffalo wings with the Bills, but garbage plates, which is the Rochester delicacy of choice. Please lay everyone out the history you have with garbage plates and how they ended up on the same line in terms of your interest level coming to Buffalo with also getting after those wings.
Yeah. So, quick story with it. I tore my Achilles in 2020, put me off of the season. So I had downtime and I was watching football in Tampa. We had just won the NFC Championship. So the Bills came on next and went over to watch the AFC Championship in 2020. And my Bills fans in my neighborhood, a whole bunch of them, they introduced me to the garbage place. And I was like, what is this? Whole bunch of food, whole bunch of just, it looked like mess. But when I bit into it and ate it, it was the best thing I ever had. And they were like, this is a late night food. Don't make it a consistent habit. I said, I won't do that. But I got to try one again. So I've only had it one time. So I want to go get the real deal up in Rochester. So I'm looking forward to training camp and doing that.
Yeah. Y'all hear that in Buffalo? He says the best thing he ever had. Garbage plates are number 1 now. Official from O.J. Howard.
Now I gotta know. So did you go burger plate? Did they make you a cheeseburger plate? Like what kind of plate? Because the meat is like your choice on top. Yeah. So what'd they give you?
Right. I did have a cheeseburger, and I think I had a hot dog. Right.
Oh, okay.
And there's I had a hot dog on the side of mine. I had so much meat. That's why I was like, what is this? And obviously the everything that comes on the bottom of it. What does it all consist of?
Home fry. You got home fries. You got baked beans on there, and
Mac salad is the other popular one.
Yeah,
home fries and Mac salad.
I couldn't remember if it was chili or baked beans, but that's right, baked beans. So I mean, it's just like me being home at Alabama for a barbecue, but all of it on a pile. So
Yeah,
I fit right in.
throw
with
it all together. Throw it all together. Well, listen, OJ, we'll be sure that you get that opportunity in training camp. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people willing to point you in the right direction. But as you said yourself, that's like a one-time thing. Don't make it a habit. Maybe wait until the end of the season. One before the season, maybe one after the season, and one during the bye week. That'll be about it, and then you'll be good. Then I don't want the strength and conditioning guys yelling at you around here. So I'm not getting in trouble for that. But listen, thanks very much for the time. It was good to meet you. We look forward to seeing you out here in the spring when you guys come back late April. All right.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you guys so much.